because I live with problems all the time. So do you. My laptop's taken a long time to boot up, but no matter what, I'm not buying a new laptop. Eventually I did, because it started making weird noises and I had this keynote. I want to know from your prospects, how did this become such a big problem that they actually paid money to switch? They couldn't live with it anymore. What are all those things that happen?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to take those things and I'm going to turn that into copy. But step number one is just start a Google Doc called Customer Lingo. And I want to describe how they describe the problem. I mean, if you look on my feed, a couple posts ago, there was this guy that talked about why he bought the Badass B2B Growth Guide. And I just recorded it and I posted it to my feed. I could never make up that language. The stuff that he was saying about the basketball and all, like, I'm like, oh my, but that's inside of his mind. I just take that message because your customers are your best salespeople.
Yeah.
They'll give you the language you need to sell other people. We get into trouble when we try to guess. Or when marketing says, here's our value prop. And when we sound like some marketing robot with jargon. Like I even looked at your LinkedIn profile, right? And I don't know much about what you do, but I will know that I do know this. Your customers probably don't sound like this. I wish that when I wake up in the morning, the number one thing on my mind is strategic resources for strategic projects. That's a big problem. I don't know enough about your audience, but I know one thing. That's not how they talk. And according to LinkedIn's 2018 Sales Navigator report, 62% of your prospects are looking at your profile before they decide to engage with you. And when they see that, they're going to be like, what the fuck is that? Probably. Or what does that have to do with my problems or helping me do something better? So this idea permeates through even your website. And yes, you have a website. It's called your LinkedIn profile.
Yeah, LinkedIn. Yep.
And so if we take a look at your LinkedIn profile now, that headline, I don't know, dude. I don't know your audience, but I don't know if that really, and then you have, I live to have an impact. Let's connect. Now, when I read that, that says to me that you don't understand your prospects' problems. Because if you did, that messaging would be in there. And it would sound something like this. Have you ever? Look at infomercials. Have you ever been in a kitchen trying to make the perfect French fries with a knife, but the French fries came out soggy and your kitchen was a mess? Oh my God, yes. Introducing the Potato Peeler 3000. Have you ever taken your car to a mechanic to get a simple oil change and were told that you needed a new transmission and didn't know whether the mechanic was full of shit? Yes, that's happened to me. That's another product. Have you ever taken a wool sweater accidentally and shrunk it in the dryer and never been able to wear it again? Yes, that's how your LinkedIn profile should be.
Okay, that's good. That's awesome feedback.
Yeah.
That's awesome feedback.
And so when I see LinkedIn, so when I see profiles like that, it to me signals that that foundational work hasn't been done yet, which is why my first recommendation to you is get closer to the customer, understand how they describe the struggles and the problems, and make that your headline.
Yeah, I mean, that you can tell me that's where I started. It's a lot of winging it. There's no A/B testing. There's none of that. It's like
forget the A/B testing, dude. It's too complicated.
Okay.
Just go talk to some customers. You don't need to A/B test it. If you're getting the language from the customer, there is no need to A/B test anything because you're not guessing. A/B testing is about guessing. This is not guessing. We're getting the answer. It's not the A/B test. It's the language that's coming from your customers. And when you interview 4 or 5, they're just going to give you the language. They're going to give it to you.
And then translate that language into email copy, voice copy, all that copy, right?
That's exactly it. If you go to basecamp.com, where I used to work, and you look at their website, here, let me show you something real quick while we have you on the phone. I'll show you this. A couple just examples, I mean, of really good examples of websites. So this is a great example, right? This is someone who knows their customer. This is a guy that sells photo tutorials.
Yeah.
To help parents, what does he do? He doesn't sell photo tutorials. He helps parents take better pictures of their kids. What? Learning how to take great photos comes with long tutorials. This is a problem. This is the problem. Geeky language. I'm a new parent. I don't know how to use my camera. I don't know how to go lengthy through tutorials. Schultz makes that go away. I just help you take better pictures. Right? Great.
Yeah.
Basecamp.com. Customer language. How is I supposed to know what to do next? Who has what? Hey, nobody told me that. This is a project management software.
Yep.
Customer language. We can see exactly what needs to be done and when. We're much more efficient. Stuff is scattered in too many places. This language is not being made up. When we interview customers, they say, well, we got this because there was stuff being scattered in too many places. We couldn't find stuff. It was in emails. It was in chat threads. It was in Word docs. It was hard to find. There were gaps in our communication. And we just put it here. You know, so that's the idea.
I love it.
Yeah, this hair on fire, that came from a customer. I felt like my hair was on fire. I felt like I was buried under email. I felt that there was stuff everywhere. Like, that's customer language describing their problems. Now we contrast that with your site. What's your website?
.com.
Hello, it's time to evolve.
Yeah.
I mean, can you see the difference?
Oh, absolutely.
So you have
Absolutely.
you have a positioning and a messaging problem right now. At the core, that's what you have to fix.